drove along the west coast on my own. I built a straw house for you here. The coast is not nice to small farmers like me. I've cultivated my land, my body, and my leaves. A life of mountains, corn, and honeydew await you. I harpooned a whale last week. His cries reminded me of the day he became a part of the soil. When I step foot in the mountain, I swear I can hear your bones crunch underneath me. Last night I drove through the abandoned luxury we used to share. I clenched my fists so tight, hitting every pothole, wishing I'd wake up to you outgrowing the soil. I haven't outgrown my arms, my ears, my body. Neither have you. I just think you outgrew home like you'd wish I'd outgrown you. Have you ever walked into the ocean alone? I found light in a shark fin and made friends with the riptides. Swimming among the earth, I will never truly be home again. I found your child's bassinet on Main Street. Lately, he's been feeling extremely lonely. He has spent weeks suffocating himself, attempting to breathe. I took him to the mountains. Instead of your bones crunching underneath my feet, they grew into him as his old bones grew out. You outgrew the soil, while I outgrew us. Treat your child kindly. Three months later, and the straw house is still awaiting you on the west coast. Your bones retracted from your child's bassinet back into the mountain soil. I walk those steep, winding mountain roads from time to time. Your bones still crunch underneath my feet, but now I'm certain that I can feel them. Yesterday, one got stuck in my foot, and there was no local doctor to cut it out. I thought I found one, but he just held a rusted scalpel. The ocean waves crashed into my almost harvested crops and washed them away, yet the fragments of you still remain on that mountain. You made the choice between your manifestation and the soil. You chose the manifestation, though it didn't let you breathe or find the peace that you long for. Other farmers can plant seeds of you, but none of them will grow them the way I do, or feel them like saplings in their body as intense fire like I felt you. Months ago, a forest burned down the colored trees. Others complained, but I saw things more clearly. Smoke signals and flamethrowers flashed in the valley for months, but no one could rescue the fishermen residing down there. I would hitchhike there and care for them, but the mountain found me at peace. Too much so to leave. Sometime in February, a frost killed my crops, but flowers bloomed where your bones fled to. I hear you in every passing train and fleeting memory. I want to find your body, but you lost it in the library upon pages and pages of things that are not me. Maybe I'll only ever have the fragment of bone inside of me, or maybe one day your whole skeleton will grow into me. I think for now your skeleton needs a resting place. I will help you put every bone back in its exact place. You don't have to walk alone, but for now I cannot be your home. The straw house will be waiting on the west coast for you when you're ready. My paper shack is across the street filled with daydreams. Knock when you find the strength. I hate seeing muscles slide off of your body. It was easier to breathe when the nails were in your coffin, but maybe I like suffocating too much. I can taste hesitation in the air, but I feel everything. The doctor with the rusted scalpel took me to a different place, an open field with trees and fresh air and places to run. But you know I get anxious when I'm way too far from home. He's so uneasy because he knows that your bone is lodged in me. He can't remove it, no one can. Tell me, am I still beautiful? I haven't been kissed in so long, and you're blooming inside of someone else. My veins pulse for you, but I think I like them pulsing for myself. My harvest has bumper crops beyond belief, but I can't seem to leave this mountain. The doctor lives among the fishermen, and I want so badly to join him. The tide has been pulling sand out of my feet, but the fragments of you still remain. It's so painful that I made it comfortable. Maybe your bones should only be in your body, but I'm utterly oblivious to myself. Please find my body. I lost it in the shark fin I befriended. I miss the mountain, but loving it isn't healthy for me. I found comfort among your bones and the tree's leaves up there. I don't want it to be a fight between me, the soil, and the bassinet forever. I hope someday that we can find a middle ground and meet in the valley. Maybe today is that day. While I was riding horseback home last night, every tree spoke of you. Your sapling was always one of my favorite things and comforted me more than the city. I hope to see you in the straw house someday. I built it for you in hopes of everything being okay again. But okay isn't always what I hope it to be. I walked up the mountains to wash your bones away and moved to the valley. The fragment of your bone is still in my foot, but that's the only fragment I plan to hold on to. Moving away from the mountains will find a new peace within me. The scenery will be different, but that doesn't make it bad. Though I will miss you from time to time, the woods in the valley are beautiful. The ocean waves will keep their distance from my crops, and I will live. No more bassinet, no more bones, no more soil. Just